justice for all.
Good morning, Mount Carmel area, and welcome to this edition of MCA Live. I'm Mackenzie Zerby, and here's today's announcements. Today is Monday, March 15th, day 4. Band fundraiser orders are due March 18th. See any band member to order Perkins pies or chocolate treats. The junior class is selling Capri's catering items. See any 11th grade student or Mrs. Ryan in the nurse's office. Students should be thinking about what classes they want to take next year. Seniors, don't forget to turn in your scheduling papers or see one of the guidance counselors with questions. Today, March 15th, is known as the Ides of March. You may have heard of the quote before, "Beware the Ides of March," but what does that mean and where did it come from? We do know it refers to an event from ancient Roman civilization, so we decided to visit our resident Roman expert, Mr. Cunningham, to get some answers.
We are here with Mr. Cunningham, who teaches Latin and ancient Roman cultures here at MCA. The Ides of March is coming up. Can you please explain to us what exactly that is?
Sure, Garrett. The Ides of March is the date that's traditionally given for the assassination of probably the most famous Roman, Gaius Julius Caesar. The assassination took place in 44 BCE, so we're talking about a very, very long time ago. And essentially what had happened is, at this point in Roman history, the Roman Senate was calling the shot. A group of wealthy noblemen from important families were in charge of Rome until Julius Caesar, through a series of very important historical events, took power from them, essentially. So in ancient Rome, the power sitting in one person was very problematic to the Senate. So a group of senators, not all of them, got together and decided Julius Caesar's got to go. You got to get rid of him. He has too much power. There's too much power in this one person, so we need to take him out. So a group of the senators got together and they conspired, and on 44 BCE, all right, March 15th, which we call the Ides of March, because in the Roman calendar, the way that the Romans did it was the middle point of every month was called the Ides. So if you think about it, the Romans counted a little differently than us, so the 15th was the midpoint of March, referred to as the Ides. That's when Julius Caesar was brought into a meeting, essentially, of the Roman Senate, and a certain signal was given, and a bunch of senators essentially mobbed him and stabbed him a considerable number of times, we'll say. Okay, usually historians give us between 20, 30 times. There's no real way of knowing. All we know is Caesar did not make it out of that meeting. He was assassinated. And this is one of the greatest ironies in all of Western history, because the senators that assassinated Julius Caesar thought that they were preserving the rule of the Senate, what they believed to be representative rule by a group of people. But by assassinating Julius Caesar, they set in motion a series of events that led Rome into an imperial period where one man actually ruled. So that's essentially what happened on the Ides of March in 44 BCE.
Do we have anything to actually fear on this date?
Well, the story goes that Julius Caesar's wife had a dream that he was going to be killed on this day. She told him not to go into the Senate that day, and of course Julius Caesar, being the very intense person that he was, didn't listen to her, went anyway, and ended up being assassinated. The whole "beware the Ides of March" thing that we always hear is a later invention of Shakespeare. So I guess the story is, in the Shakespeare play, we see an old kind of soothsayer come out of nowhere and tell Julius Caesar, "Beware the Ides of March." So I guess the real thing you want to think about here is, if somebody random tells you to worry about something, maybe don't worry about it. But if your wife or your husband or your spouse tells you to worry about something, maybe think about heeding those words.
Make sure to stay safe this Ides of March. Beginning last Friday through the afternoon, most MCA teachers will be receiving their COVID-19 vaccinations. The CDC has identified many reasons why teachers should be receiving vaccine as early as possible. Teachers come in close contact with kids and other adults throughout the day, even with school enforcing social distancing guidelines. The teachers are also indoors with children every day for hours at a time. School districts have been forced to close if case counts surge and staff needs to quarantine. Vaccinating our teachers will help maximize students' in-person instructional days. The CSIU is conducting the invite-only vaccination clinic. And we'll be right back with Alexis and sports.
With the girls' basketball District 4 championship win last Thursday, many have been wondering what their next step is. District 4 has been assigned one of the 5 teams to receive the first round bye. Because of the bye, MCA will play in the state quarterfinals this Friday night. The girls will face the winner of the Holy Cross and Linden Hall game, which takes place tomorrow night. If they can win on Friday, they have a chance of making it to the Eastern Finals for the first time in school history. Good luck with preparing this week, and stay tuned to MCA Live on Friday night for the game preview. Over the weekend, junior high wrestlers Maddox Lamas and Gavin Cosco both qualified for the junior high state wrestling tournament, which will take place in 2 weeks. Also, our competitive cheer team competed in the Bulldog Classic. They will also compete in their first ever cheerleading district championship next weekend. Congratulations to both, and good luck. That's all for sports for today, and back over to Mackenzie at the news desk.
Thanks, Alexis. Yesterday, March 14th, was the national celebration of pie. Not the food pie, like the band in the 11th grade class is selling, but the mathematical term pi. You might have seen certain teachers with the pi symbol on their shirt before the weekend on Friday. It is celebrated every March 14th because if you write the day out with the first 3 digits of pi, 3.14. Pi is used in many different types of math, but is specifically used to find the area and circumference of circles. You'll most likely be using pi a lot in your geometry and upper level math classes. Math teachers look forward to this day to celebrate with students, doing pie-related activities, making pie jokes, or eating some actual pie. Mark this day on your calendar for next year and be prepared for pie. The class of 2024 is selling Blue Mountain candles. Candles cost $15 and wax melts cost $5. Orders are due April 22nd and delivery is just in time for Mother's Day. Some scents include spring rain, spring meadow, lemongrass, orange blossoms, and many more. See Mrs. Monger or Mrs. Jarosevich or any 9th grader to order some candles for Mother's Day. And today's lunch, beef and cheese nachos, salad with ham, chicken Caesar wrap, golden corn, and choice of milk. And tomorrow's breakfast, mini cinnamon waffles, assorted fruit or juice, and choice of milk. Remember to buy your candles and stay safe. That's all we have for you. Have a great Monday.